Okay, here I am at the Cedar Creek Campground. It's about 40-ish miles from Pittsburgh, which was my goal. There's a pit toilet, and these are pads for tents, obviously. A picnic table, and then there's 2 Adirondack shelters. This is the slab where I stayed. And the river's right out there. To get to the river, I went through this little path and then down to a little ramp there. I'm worried about ticks. There's the river down there. It's very brown. I don't know if it's normally always brown or it's just because of there was some severe rain a couple days before I got here, so that might be why it's brown. And it's early in the morning. About 8:30, I'm just about to start my journey. I'm going to hopefully make it down to Rock Bottom's Husky Haven Campground. There's the pit toilet. But as I was saying, it is near a day use campsite, so there are some cars here for access. Is it Saturday? It's Saturday, yeah, July 7th, I guess. I don't know if this is Smithton. I left my campground. I've gone 6 miles. They have these very small communities that border the trail. I don't know what this is. Welcome Bikers. South Yard Depot. Huh, cold drinks, cheesecake, a little restaurant. That's a good little thing to stop. Along the way there's trailheads which have parking lots and stuff. So it's my first down tree. I have to go over it here, I guess. See what happens. It's one of the few open area views, but the water's quite high. There was some pretty good storms last week, evidently. Seems pretty high to me, and very brown. I think I was saying before that it might be because of the sediment, but I'm not really sure where I am. I asked some lady where that down tree was, and she thought it was Whitsett, just outside Whitsett. This is kind of what the trail looks like for a big bulk of it. You go in these little residential neighborhoods, and then you go into these canopies of trees with the mountains on the side or the hill on the side, and the river on the other side. Sometimes you can see it, but it's through the trees. So this is Round Bottom. Right up the trail, there's a water pump up there. I was just going to go to this last night. I figured I wouldn't be able to make it. Looks like it's about 50 miles from Pittsburgh. If I had an earlier start, I would definitely recommend this place over where I stayed last night. Looks like you have a couple Adirondack shelters. Yeah, really nice. Don't know if there's river access, but morning. Very nice. Don't know how crowded it was last night, but really beautiful.
This little path right there just goes down and you get a good glimpse of the river up and down.
Oh really? That's how you access it? Evidently this is the way down to the river. This is beautiful. I'm really ashamed I didn't stay here last night, but live and learn. Hi there. Probably, I'm not sure, maybe 4 miles out of Connellsville. At times we're far away from the water, but right now we're pretty close to it. And more rapids too, it seems. I've heard some rapids. This is the KOA River's Edge Campground. It's a holiday weekend, so it's real crowded. They wanted 2 nights. It's the weekend after July 4th. It's a Saturday, but it's really packed. You can't see it, but down there is a whole mess of RVs. But I guess if you want creature comforts, this is the place to stay. It was kind of expensive, I want to say. I stopped to get something to drink, and that's about it. But if you like creature comforts, this is it. River's Edge KOA. So So this is Connellsville. There's Martin's, the supermarket. Looks like there's an information center there. There's the path. Here go the Adirondack shelters. Looks like there's 4 of them. I just saw a hiker and then a biker leaving. That's kind of it. Connellsville. I'm gonna ride into town, maybe get something to eat. I think I'm about 3-4 miles from the Ohiopyle. Saw a bunch of blue rafts going down there on the rapids, I guess. A mile or so back. The guy in the restaurant told me I'd hear rafters up here. So there's this bridge. Just says you enter the park. It's a Saturday, so it's kind of busy on the bridge. You can see some kayakers there. Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a second bridge. It's quite busy here in the park. It is a Saturday, beautiful day, right after July 4th. And this is a bridge going over one of the rivers. I don't know if it's the same river or not. So here we are on the other side of the bridge. Seeing a little bit more tourists, bike tourists. Saw some gentlemen there, and then I saw a couple crossing the bridge here. What a nice little town. There goes some rafters. I think this is right outside Confluence. I think I have about another mile or two. Left Ohiopyle State Park about 10 miles ago, but I think I'm real close to Confluence. It's one of the first opportunities I've had to come down and check out the river up close. Because there's not much of access to the river from the actual trail. We're along the Castleman River. Probably have about another 10 miles to get to Rockwood, to my accommodations for the night. I haven't seen barely any people on this once I left Confluence. No real support either. Little towns with baseball fields and stuff, none of that on this side. And no cell phone service. Coming up on mile marker 62, 52. So that means if I go to Cumberland tomorrow, I have less than a 50-mile ride. I think I had planned it to be 45 to Cumberland. That'd be a rest day almost for me, because 18 miles of it is downhill or 15 miles of it is downhill. Oh, we might have a bridge going over a river here. I know I had one more on the map I saw. This might be it here. How cool. Whoa. Wow. Look at that mountain up there. Holy mackerel. That's pretty cool. Some folks, first folks I've seen in a while. I know over this river, or on this trail since Confluence. Like I said, there's my first tunnel. Yay!